So today we're gonna actually break down this emotional R&B soul sample. I absolutely love this sample. This is like one of my most craziest like R&B soul samples. I ran into this pad like key sound that I got in Contact called Lost Piano. So it was like this detuned tape kind of like preset, and I laid these R&B gospel chords. For the effects, I really just added like some tape, an Echo Boy Jr., and I added a true verb stereo, because a lot of times adding reverb to instruments makes them a little realistic, especially if you give them like a room reverb. From there, I wanted to lay a bass line, but instead of laying one bass line, I laid two bass lines. First bass line is kind of to serve as an emphasis for the downbeat. See, kind of like that. And then the second bass line is to add more of the intricacies to the sample. Next, I took a bunch of these like percussion sounds from a bunch of Nami kits. So I found this rim right here, this sound here also. And I kind of created like this, my own kind of percussion loop. So for the verse, I added like some chimes from Nami. I added this amazing vocal sample from XY Nothing.
Holding on, yeah, I've been holding on, searching for somebody I knew, somebody I knew.
And the vocals were actually processed pretty well, so I didn't do too much. Kind of just added my own EQ to give it its own place in the mix, as well as an Echo Boy Jr. for some width. And I used a C6 stereo EQ to further add some more EQ into the vocal. Instead of having the chords for the verse, I decided to take the chords and spread them out and add it to be like a nice little piano. In the beginning, the second bass line doesn't play, but in the verse it plays. So.
Holding on, yeah, I've been holding on, searching for somebody I knew, somebody I knew. Holding on, yeah, I've been holding on, searching for somebody I knew.
Honestly, that's like the hook of like the whole sample. This is when the real verse like starts right here. This is like my favorite part. So I took the same chords from the beginning and I basically copied and pasted them into like this Nami one shot. Them chords are so sexy. Like, I never get tired of hearing these chords ever, and this is like one of my favorite samples, real talk. But for the top line melody, I added like this simple piano melody, keyscape upright piano, but I really like this top line melody. That's the steez right there, real talk.